A maid, a quiet woman they believed knew nothing about their world. They expected her to embarrass herself, to stand awkwardly in a corner, holding a glass she didn't understand. But before that night ended, the woman they mocked would become the one everyone stood up to applaud. And months later, the world would know her name. In Abuja, Nigeria, there lived a young woman named Nkechi. She worked as a maid in the mansion of Mrs. Vivian Cole, a wealthy socialite who loved luxury, attention, and power. Vivian's house was beautiful, crystal chandeliers, shining marble floors, expensive perfumes in every room. But inside that house, kindness was rare. Vivian enjoyed reminding people they were beneath her. To her, Nkechi was just staff, the girl who cleaned, the girl who served, the girl who disappeared before guests arrived. But Nkechi was different. She carried herself with quiet dignity. Her back was straight, her voice calm, her movements graceful. She did not look like someone who belonged in the shadows. And the truth was, she didn't. One afternoon, Vivian sat with her friends, Serena and Lillian, discussing her upcoming gala. Then suddenly, she smiled. A dangerous smile. "I have an idea," she said. "Let's invite Nkechi." Her friends burst into laughter. "The maid?" Vivian nodded. "Imagine her in a room full of wealthy guests. She won't know what to do." They laughed harder. Then Vivian called her. "Nkechi." "Yes, Ma." "I'm inviting you to my gala." They waited for her to panic, but Nkechi simply said, "Thank you, Ma." That calm response confused them. That night, Nkechi returned to her small apartment. She pulled out an old box. Inside were photos and certificates. Years ago, she had been brilliant. She had spoken on stages, won awards, dreamed of something bigger. But life changed. Her mother became sick. School stopped. Dreams had to wait. She picked up a deep blue gown, looked at herself in the mirror, and whispered, "I'm still here." The night of the gala arrived. The hall was filled with lights, music, and wealthy guests. Vivian stood proudly, waiting. Then suddenly, the doors opened. A woman walked in. Elegant, graceful, confident. It was Nkechi. The entire room turned. Whispers filled the air. "She's stunning." Vivian froze. "That's the maid." Nkechi walked up calmly. "Good evening, Ma." For a moment, Vivian couldn't speak. Soon, people began noticing her. Then Dr. Nora Ekanem approached. "You carry yourself like a speaker," she said. "Have you spoken before?" "Yes," Nkechi replied. Later that night, Nkechi stood on stage. The room fell silent, and she said, "Never confuse someone's job with their worth." The crowd became still. Dignity does not belong only to the rich. The true measure of a person is how they treat those they think are powerless. Silence, then applause. Loud, powerful, unstoppable. Vivian sat frozen. The maid she invited to mock had become the most respected person in the room. After that night, everything changed. Nkechi joined Dr. Nora's NGO program. She began mentoring young women. Her speeches were shared online. Millions watched. Soon she was speaking in Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, and even London. Her story spread across the world. Months later, Vivian sat in traffic and looked up. A giant billboard stood above her. On it was Nkechi, confident, powerful. Beneath it were the words, "Nkechi EZ, Global Speaker, Program Ambassador." Vivian stared in silence, because the woman she once treated like nothing had become someone the world respected, not because she fought back, but because she never forgot who she was. Never look down on someone because of their current situation. The person you ignore today may be the person the world celebrates tomorrow.